So what does that mean? What are those three parts? So one is the self, me as my soul essence in integration with my ego, of my identity of who I am, my community, the people that I'm surrounded with, my friends, my family, my clients, my collaborators, my family. That's my community. What's good for me, what's good for them. And then that third part is the collective, right? Is the power that we're sharing in building this village, the village as a model for business, creating scenarios, circumstances, services, products, messaging, offerings that are evolving the collective in a benevolent, regenerative, sustainable way that honors each part of that cycle, right? In that, we're rooting into our value-driven leadership. So traditionally, when two people's values are misaligned, there tends to be this like conflict of interest. And okay, sure, maybe those people aren't great for being in the same village or collaborating on an offer, a business project, or being in an intimate relationship. But can we still, with boundaries, with standards, hold ourselves in that authentic power of unconditional love, of mutual respect? So rather than feeling this like fight response of needing to defend and protect our values, can we hold that quantum truth, right? That's why it's two-parter. Unconditional love, quantum truth equals authentic power. And when we're building our village, can we create, our business based on our values? So for me, my core values are evolution, unconditional love, truth, and freedom. And so the way I'm going to build my business, the way I'm going to build my relationship, the way I'm going to integrate into community is going to be so different than someone who values efficiency, productivity, profit, and I don't know, let's just stay with those things um, over what I mentioned. I still value those things, but where do they lie on the priority list of my leadership, of how I'm building? And you can ask yourself these same questions too. I highly recommend it. So that when we are creating our marketing messaging, when we are selling, we get to embody our values as we advertise our services or products, right? Rather than using these subtle manipulation tactics that has been beautifully branded as sales psychology, right? And this amplifies our choice over how we're allocating our resources being attention, money, time. Um, I'd say those are the big ones. Energy, yeah. I'd say those are the big four resources that we have. Attention, time, money, and energy. How are you allocating those resources? Bringing in more choice so that we can reallocate the resources to align with values versus being swayed and overvaluing things like prestige, a charismatic persona, credentials, education, and social proof, right? If someone has like hundreds of raving testimonials and they have like, I don't know, let's say a PhD in um, I don't know. The first thing that came to mind is marketing. I don't know if you can have a PhD in marketing, but anyways, let's just say. Um, and they have, 15 years of sales experience. Well, society puts a lot of weight on those things, right? Because it's reinforcing this power over dynamic unconsciously. And things like the way that the Basic Bitch Business Playbook positions marketing is leveraging this conditioning that exists within our body to place value on those things that perpetuate the system and like keep the machine running.